Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 265. We are in number 3 of the Brickworld Chicago Hype Shows, as that show is only a couple weeks away. And I am still building like a ferocious animal. So,
That's what I'm doing.
but I did have a show. I did have a show last weekend. So we'll start with me, I guess. We'll go around the horn. So last weekend I was at Brick Universe in Madison. Small setups, real small layout, condensed. Will be what I have in Green Bay. Good. I got some TV time. He said, "Hey, you do this. You're in front of a camera every weekend. Hey, do you want to talk in front of the camera?" I'm like, "Sure, I can do that." So, luckily, most of it was voice. They got me a couple clips of me, but other than that, it was pretty good. Other than that, just been building. Crazy, getting ready. Remodeling the roller rink is the first on the agenda. So, and then we will shift to. Actually, let me go back to see who will go around the. We'll go around the circle here. Oh, look at that, Jesse.
So yeah, I am building for my mock for Brickworld Chicago, and it sounds like other people are definitely behind the 8-ball. I should be on track though. I basically have to finish this part of this mosaic. I'm done. And it's just random rock work. So I'm going to just be randomly doing patterns like this in the background.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's see here. Who do we got? Well, let's do this crazy guy down here playing with some gray also.
Yeah. I'm TJ. I'm the Ninjago guy. And since I finished my Ninjago and Brickworld mocks a couple months ago now,
Nice.
I am building Ninjago City Markets, the new Ninjago modular.
Sweet. And then we have Mr. Ralph.
Greetings. I am not in my usual place. I'm in my RV. And somewhere around here, there it is. I'm going to be building this fella tonight. Only because I want this thing. Because it reminds me of Mothman, for those of you who are into the paranormal.
Sweet. So Ralph is on the road, in other words. Sweet. Well, for anybody who wasn't watching the yard sale, supposedly the spots for $5. I mean, it didn't deter people. It sold out, I think. One person said 6 minutes. Someone else said 9 minutes. So sold out rather quickly.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't.
Yeah. There's a lottery. There's like a sign-up lottery that you can do now for a spot.
Yeah, because I think when we were talking about it, it's in the ballroom downstairs, kind of across from, basically right next to where we had some of the ceremonies last year. Like, so we have the ballroom that's closer to the convention hall. Last year we had the one closer to the hotel, so I think we flipped this year, so it's going to be in there. That's going to be where the yard sale is going to be. So, yeah. So I think that I said, he said that, obviously there were a few people that were really upset. I know I talked to one of my LUG members who said, yeah, hey, it was advertised in a couple different spots. So in the end, it's like, that is kind of the one thing as we approach these big conventions, it's always kind of watch, listen. I mean, hopefully this year we'll gain a lot of followers. People will know that this is the place before Brickworld Chicago. Hey, if you stop here on Friday night, even for a little bit, there's a chance you might even have Mark, who owns the show, jump on and talk a little about which he did the first week, week 1. So I mean, kind of that way, you get as we get close, obviously he got on. We did the hype shows after the deadlines for space, mock cards, all that other stuff, which maybe next week we can start a little earlier, but in the end, hey, so that's kind of how it is. I'd say while we're on that, I mean, obviously for those people who are participating in the yard sale, this is from Nebraska Brick Days. This is kind of what I'd recommend. Make a list of all your items. I'd probably tag them also with prices if you can, with Post-it notes or something. But maybe have a list that way, because basically they are saying whatever you have has to fit on the table. But in the end, I mean, if I stack it in a way you can't see some stuff in the back, if you go, hey, well, where's this one? Oh, it's behind this one. So, but a list that way, your prices are on there too. People can see it. I haven't seen it, but I have heard people talk about where some people will raise it for resellers, whatever. I mean, in the end, it is what it is. If you're buying, you're buying. If you're selling, you're selling. I always recommend have higher prices so you can go down rather than go up. Going up kind of seems a little weird. I'd say make sure if you don't have good reception, I'd say make sure to definitely prep ahead of time. Obviously, at Omaha, I needed to have somebody actually look for me on a couple things that weren't on my list. Which is awkward. I mean, he says this is, probably just whatever he was telling me whatever the cheapest probably was out there. I don't know if it was cheapest US or what, but cool. So in the end, that should be fun stuff, and it's coming fast. So like you said, any of us who are still frantically building are frantically building. So, I'll probably do some sorting tonight. I'm working on one other mock. Actually, I'll keep that one a secret. That one I might not even finish in time, but it will be for the inclusion type thing if it works. The inclusionary type mock for, the kids and whatnot. I don't know if I'll finish it. We'll see. I have been working on enlarging the roller rink. Probably it'll be like, it's actually, instead of being a gray base plate, Ralph, is what we had in Omaha, it'll actually be 2x2. It'll contain 9 16x16 clear base plates. The band will get a little bit bigger. I did get some custom, and I need to figure out how to paint these. I got some custom trombones, 3D printed. So these were $4 a pop. Pretty cool. So I got to put primer on them and then see if I can paint them in a, like a chrome type thing. But I need to design some other instruments. And also I picked up Blinky Bricks. I don't know if anybody knows Blinky Bricks. Blinky Bricks was at Lego Universe, and they had a wireless remote, and it has a USB. It's a USB to USB. So you have a USB connector to your power, and then a USB to your lights. And so I grabbed these Walmart just bar lights that are just a solid light, and you turn them on. Okay, why don't we not turn on? Okay, turn on. And actually, if you use mode on here, you can actually give it a mode for a light that doesn't normally have a mode. And so it'll do the fade, it'll do the blink, it'll do the flash, which I know Ralph and I were looking for like the chi, type thing. So it's kind of cool. I'm using that with the red ones for like the potion explosion in the one room, but kind of cool. Just a basic remote. It has like the brightness mode, and then it also has the speed, so I can make the speed blink faster too. So it's kind of interesting. I asked him that. So does that do what I think it does? Turn a regular USB light into something a little bit more abnormal? And he says, yep, it'll give a mode to any light that'll plug into it. So it's like, wow, okay. Sold. So cool. I think I'm just going to probably be sorting plates because I'm working on the new bandstand. It's going from black to white, so it'll match the rest of our layout, which Chop and I were finalizing kind of last night. So, but in the end,
Reed, what did that control mechanism cost you? What did it set you back?
It was $10, I believe.
Well, that's horribly cheap.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice because he actually has a little thing here. It says, for like their lights, choose your power source. So he's got like USB 9-volt power brick, power functions, which I should have bought one, didn't. Watch battery, and then the AAA box, and then just add the lights. He's got like the LEDs. I bought the pumpkins. I bought some flashing pumpkins that are USB, and they were in one of the rooms in the Clover. So, but kind of cool. I figured I'd try a few things. Try not to spend a lot of money. All these trips back to back. Luckily, I won money in Reno, so that was kind of nice. But has been draining the free spending, and my stuff on Facebook is just kind of just sitting idle. So hopefully nobody really wants any of that stuff, because probably if it goes to Chicago, it won't be coming back. So, oh well. So, but we didn't go over the descriptions for the schedule, but I'd say definitely anybody who's looking at what the activities are and with the description, definitely it is in there under the convention, general information, and the schedule description. So pretty cool stuff. I mean, I'm psyched. Just need to finish building. That's the problem. But since I need lots of white, so I'm going to sort my stuff to get to my white bread. So is Larry somewhere this weekend? I guess I missed that. Is he doing some stuff this weekend?
I'm not sure what he's doing, but yeah, he said he was previously occupied.
Okay.
So he won't be in there for D&D.
Oh, we won't have his magical bow? His
No.
flaming arrows tonight? Oh. Well, it sounds like Troy said he might be missing too.
And Troy said he's got too much going on, so it'll be too late and too tired, so he's bowing out.
Well, let's hope our other tank is there. We'll see. That'd be kind of cool. If Mel's there, at least having one tank would be really nice, So we'll see. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
nice to have tanks. Tanks are good.
Yep.
Because without tanks, we won't be fighting anything really tough. Oh, yes, that is true. Yes, look at this beautiful thing of here, yes.
Party targeting.
The nice thing is, if you missed it, Ralph, I did last week make sure, because everybody kind of likes to get up and personal with the bad guys once in a while. Troy does. And so I'm like, oh, well, I guess, Mr. Boogeyman, you're not getting the real potent spells because I don't want to miss. I don't want to hit my teammates. And
you got to talk to these guys about a strategy.
Well, yeah, we probably
need a spell. If you want to exhaust a huge spell slot that needs a range, open range with nobody in the way.
Yeah, I think with only one, it would have been fine. I think they both got up there, and then when they were both there, it kind of was like, ooh, okay. But in the end, I still did damage. Well, thankfully, our dungeon master rolled really low for initiative for the boogeyman. Otherwise, we probably'd all be dead.
Yeah. There was no chance you would have beat him before he leveled up. And
well, yeah, I think I gained a spot, so I think that's good. I think I gained a.
I can't believe Troy was like, "Let's go fight that guy we ran away from." All right.
He didn't sound, just the name didn't make him sound tough enough. So, but yeah.
I don't know.
We gotta learn somehow. Yeah, we gotta learn how to live. Die. But fun stuff. I guess I just need to. I need to figure out in terms of some of the the material type stuff in terms of how to acquire certain material items and stuff. I think is kind of my key.
Yeah,
because I know you mentioned that early on, and I don't know if everybody was really paying attention when you said that.
The lower level stuff, it doesn't cost much, but the higher the level you get, the more components you need to start spending money for, if not searching for and hunting for, or even spending time creating or something.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I think is. It almost seems like some of the spells, which I have that other people have also, that I was like, well, I didn't think I had the components for this one yet. That person's casting this spell, and I'm like, did they actually get the items, or was it something that I don't know. I don't think I've missed 1.5 episodes. So in the end, I was like, I don't remember hearing anything like stuff being distributed for that. But oh well. That's why I'm really kind of living it truly to the point where, okay, like you said, like the Fairy Frolic, and stuff like that. So it's kind of other spells that are up there definitely require certain things, and that's why I'm trying to figure out, because like you said, the only place we've been that's mid-magical for me is the Ivy Mansion, but in the end, I guess I need to kind of search or look and search and see if there's stuff that maybe is there that would help me. So
all right, well, maybe tonight's the night to do that, because our tanks might be missing.
if our tanks are missing, we are exploring. We're doing a little R&R in the different places. That, or we just go back and hit some of the areas we kind of maybe missed that maybe we're more prone to be able to do without maybe tanks or something.
Right.
Might be other cool things within the village or something, that we maybe missed that we could maybe just take a look at. Might be nothing, but would be something that maybe. So we'll see, but yeah. But my dice towers are going to Chicago, so they actually were one of my MOCs, so they are going along with. And they'll be built into our layout. They're going to kind of be in there somewhere. Actually, that was the one thing everybody did mention, that Lego Universe. Like, oh, dice towers. Like, yeah, we play Dungeons and Dragons after the Friday Night Brick Show. I do, certain Fridays, and talked about it and everything else. So,
cool.
Obviously as we go. I was going to get business cards. I don't know if finances are going to allow that. I might have to print some. I did design something on Vistaprint. I just haven't figured out if I'm going to purchase it. Before the show, we'll see. And the shirt that I was going to do, I think I'm going to save till next year, because I got a lot of cool bricks coming. I still don't have the correct Chimapalooza badge brick, so I don't think I want to print a shirt till I have that one. I know Ralph's waiting on those also.
Darn right I am.
Yeah, he's printing those. He's printing some more Friday Night Brick stuff. I didn't even think about it. Did you? He might have printed all the panels I had, but did you want anything that said Critical Bricks? Any kind of printed?
Me? Yeah, I can handle myself.
Okay, I just figured I'd check. I was having Richard print a bunch of stuff, so.
I'll let you know next time. For now, no.
Nope. Okay.
I'm going to Chicago. I know we're all doing the D&D hot and heavy, but I'm not going as that being my mock.
Okay, it's fine. Fair. Just check and see. Obviously, it's on the cards, but yeah, you're right. I know.
Yeah.
I didn't. There's no. You're right. There's no. I guess there's no.
I plan to play D&D this year, and then next year bring some of the stuff that I. Yep.
You're right. That makes sense. Sorry.
It takes a year to plan. To build this stuff. So I got my 1-year project. I'm finishing up here. Hopefully here tonight. I don't know. And then I'm.
Oh yeah.
Bringing the Hall of Justice, which has not traveled out of the state. And every year I update it, but it has not been to Brickworld. So I want to bring that and retire that, and then next year do D&D fantasy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, my bad.
Maybe even whatever maybe Chima stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, actually, and actually, we'll see what happens. Obviously, it all depends on the theme too. Obviously, the Chimapalooza probably isn't going anywhere, but it depends on also what Chop wants to do, because obviously Chop is building a couple Chima MOCs. Obviously, the Lion Castle is good. His Eagle Spire is going to be out of this world, basically. It definitely has some good height. If it might be as tall or taller than the Hope Castle Memorial Tower, if that gives anybody, and that's probably close to at least 3 feet tall there. So, so it should have some serious height for that. So, cool. And that'll be on the back side of our table, so that it doesn't get tempted by fingers to push or prod to knock over. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I want to put this together. I got to practice putting this on an easel and balancing this thing. And
I can't wait to see Dana's David Bowie up close and personal. That should be pretty entertaining to see. I'm pretty sure that's what one of the things he's bringing. He's been working on that for a while. So
yeah, or was that a commission? That thing's huge.
I think that was for his wife. Still could be considered a commission, but yeah. I believe if you don't make the significant others happy, I'm not sure what would happen to some people's Lego collections. One in Colorado. One of my friends in Colorado, actually, his collection almost went bye-bye. I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be digging out white plates because I'm trying to do stuff, build stuff for. Actually, in the roller rink 2, I had to actually. This time I built it so I can actually have access to the lighting mechanism underneath, so that if I need to do anything with that, but pretty sweet, Ralph. Actually, I probably could see if I can pull that up. You might like the lighting on this. Let's see here. The new lighting is actually
love to see the upgraded version.
Wait, hold on. Is that the one I'm looking for? Let's see here.
Well,
Now, let's see here. There you go, Ralph. Just for you.
Cool.
what is that?
Very Saturday Night Feverish.
Very, very, very roller disco, you think? That's actually 2 strands. So there's 2 strands in there now looping down the center and then around. So, yep. I pulled out the second strand. And I was like, oh, can I do this? And then it's just a matter of trying to play with it. Like, okay. And it's actually like the second version of what was underneath, because the first version had like some like translucent supports, and I went through and put white ones in this afternoon. It's hard because the loft area where my Lego is 100 degrees today, which means the lower level is probably in the 90s. So I do have like 3 or 4 fans going, but blowing hot air around is blowing hot air around.
That is true.
And I'm sure it's a TMI, but trust me, I am overdressed right now compared to what I was wearing at storage for building Lego.
Well, we're glad you're dressed then.
Yes, I would not come on stream the way I was dressed at storage. Probably would get banned from YouTube. So. But yeah, it was hot. It's hot. It's so hot right now. I'm like, I've talked to my landlord. Says, yeah, what would it take to get like some? Is there any chance of getting air conditioning in this thing?
No chance in heck.
That's probably it. What I probably need to do is get like just a window air conditioner and just mount it on like a door, and then just kind of build a door frame and just kind of have it just swing in or something. So no, Jeff, we don't do clothing optional streams. It tends to have problems with YouTube. They tend to not look at least especially since we're doing PG streams. If this was R or X rated, sure, but R rated or X rated Lego shows probably would be kind of weird.
Probably, yeah. We
would never be looked at the same ever again at a Lego convention.
Well, there is
You
that.
guys are the ones doing that stream, aren't you? Like, maybe depends on if it's good or bad. So, yeah, it's just crazy weather. Crazy weather. So, I mean, obviously, I don't usually like rain, especially when I'm working, but rain right now is obviously beautiful because it'll cool it down a little bit.
It's the opposite for me. I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Well, I'm in the basement, so I did put slacks on. I mean, I was wearing shorts all day. I mean, and I do work with a refrigerated box truck, so I mean, in the end, it can be hot, and I'll just step in the back of my truck, and be like, woo! And I got a new truck too. I got my new truck. I got, what is it? I think I fueled up today. I had 700 miles on it.
Nice. That's new.
It'll break next week.
Huh?
I said it'll break next week in the heat.
Oh, no, I don't. Actually, I'm one of those guys that if I don't use the AC a lot, I have the windows cracked and I have like AC at like number 1, low.
Yeah.
And it'll go like 8 or 9. I mean, I have it on like 1 just so I have a little cold air kind of coming in with the air from outside. Because, I mean, just like anything else, if my truck breaks down, I mean, I'm stuck somewhere. And Monday, I'm going to Appleton, Green Bay. So I'm going up to the land of chop this next week. I'm working for someone else. Someone's going on vacation, so I'm doing his route. So it's kind of cool. If I'm doing good time, maybe I'll have to message Chop, let him know I'm coming up to his neck of the woods. But yeah, so and I think the plan is to go to the Green Bay show later in July also. And I'll stay with Chop. So that Friday will be a Friday Night Bricks with Reed and Chop in the same location.
Oh boy,
well, that's scary.
That is scary.
Not sure that's going to be a PG-13 show.
I might even have to just have someone host. I might have to punch in because I don't know if I want to bring my computer and all that with me. I need to get a new laptop at some point. My current laptop works okay.
Speaking of which, I see Chops in that chat.
He's what, Chopland? Yeah, I'm running a route on Monday, Chop. I'm going up to, I think I start in Appleton, then go up to Green Bay, and then go down to Fond du Lac. So I got like 3 stops. I hit the Woodmans up there. I hit the Woodmans in Appleton first, and then the Woodmans in Green Bay, and then I'm stopping at.
There's no way that'll happen.
I mean, G-rated. Yeah, because if nothing else, the worst thing will happen is we'll just have a Lego fight, which is, you don't have to be risque dressed like in a pillow fight that the girls have. A Lego fight is just, you want to have clothes on because you can get beamed by, all kinds of sharp objects, I was wondering where all my 1x4 white plates are. I found them. I do have some stuff sorted, luckily. The only thing I need to figure out is some more instruments for the show. Somebody did have I think they used I saw an Lego Ideas thing out on the Ideas site that had somebody using what looked like maybe one of the screwdrivers with the minifig holding onto it, and then maybe a cone or something at the bottom for a clarinet. I thought was kind of cool.
I caved in and went online and bought a couple of Ninjago sets. Yeah, this was before I heard your stories of online store or in-store person, problems. Online, of course, you got to wait for shipping anyway. So,
yes, Chop. That sounds good. We'll wear snowmobile suits for Lego fights. Hey, Chef T, welcome.
Chef T, what up? Bought the temple for the Rising Dragon set, and whatever that mech bike is.
Oh, Sora's transforming mech bike racer.
Yeah,
The set that I have right here.
right.
Yeah.
Nice. That's colorful.
Yeah. The temple's one of the ones that's on my list.
That one, because it comes with the baby dragon.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got some what was it, salmon in there? Nice salmon color type thing.
Coral.
Yeah. I think it's coral. I don't know. Coral.
Yeah, oh,
salmon,
yeah.
some color like that.
I don't think we put it in bowling shirts. We caught salmon, but yeah. Whatever.
The more manly name for the color, salmon.
The temple has that green magician-looking guy.
Yeah.
That guy will definitely come into use for a D&D game one of these
The
days.
spirit of the temple.
Ooh, I might have to fight one of my own. I love it. Well, that's what I was looking for. I wonder if I had any white ones of those. Now I need to find more.
Yeah. Technically, I could get the temple now if I wanted to. But I'm going to wait until after Brickworld Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is I don't think I have much Ninjago left to bring to the yard sale, TJ. I think I've sold all of it.
I don't have much Ninjago left that I'm interested in buying.
Right. You get to a point where you're not retro
That's
buying anymore. That's good.
I've got most of the stuff I want at this point, and the few things that are still out there that I don't own, I'm not really interested in purchasing. To be honest. There are a couple of exceptions, but
there are always exceptions to the rule, huh?
Yeah.
If it's the right price and it's in the right condition. I did stop by the Bricks and Minifigs today, and they had the first Lego set I ever had on their shelf with a box. I was like, oh.
Out of curiosity, what would that set be?
That would be set 570, the fire station. Of course, the flag did not have a Lego sticker on it, so it isn't, like new, but it is also 50 years old, so.
Yeah, it's kind of on the old side. Be a little hard to find a new sticker. Even one in decent shape, actually.
Question for TJ in the chat.
Yes, I did. I actually just finished it before this stream started. Very, very good.
How can we find the show?
It's on Netflix, but if you don't feel like paying for Netflix, it's also on YouTube. People have posted it to YouTube.
Dreams is on there too, right?
I think episode 6 of Dreams is on Lego's official channel. I haven't searched for the rest of the episodes, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone's posted them as well.
Need to go look. I need to go check those out. I haven't started doing that yet. I mean, we get in that funk. You get that building funk, and a lot of stuff just kind of goes by the wayside, Yeah. I have to set priorities.
Yeah, today I've either been streaming or watching Ninjago. And that's how I spent most of my day.
Well, if you were inside in a nice cool environment, that was probably a good way to spend the day. So is that the last piece you have for your half of the mosaic or your portion of the mosaic?
Yeah, it's it's the background. It's the last part I saved. Just really easy rock work. I don't think I'll get to it tonight because I'll have to get ready to host D&D. But I'm going to put some double stick Velcro on the back of this and then stick it onto a board so that I can build it into a 45-inch tall mosaic.
And that's part of the collab, right? Part of the collab you guys are all working on.
Yeah, it's a collaboration. So there'll be 4 different mosaics, 45 inches tall and 30 inches wide.
Who's all part of that one? Is it you?
Me and Mel, Larry, and EJ.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
I'll be ready.
That's the goal, right?
It took a while. It took a lot of resources. Holy cow! I never bought so many dots.
Yeah, actually, what's funny is I those are one of the things I actually bought lots of. Didn't open a lot. I donated a few of them when I went to Omaha because I wasn't really doing much with them. I still have a bunch open. I still have some in reserve, but I haven't really used.
I overbought because I don't count. I just like, oh, this guy's got 1,000. I'll take that. So I have a lot more dark turquoise than I needed, but
which color is the dark turquoise? Is that like the dark, like a blue? Oh, yeah.
Need any of those? I got like an extra 1,000 here.
I don't know, Ralph. You gonna do any of those for like maybe some pebbles and like some water type areas? It probably would look, I guess. I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, for like the Chima stuff, it'd be talking to like Chop. I mean, he was showing me stuff. I was like, oh, I didn't even. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I did just Ralph, I did download volume 1 and volume 2 of the Legends of Chima theme music.
Nice.
I wish I would have done that before Omaha, but I was like, I got to figure out something to play other than just the stuff I play. So I think we're going to use the Playful Tribes, maybe at the start of World of Lights, I think.
Cool.
It's got a nice upbeat tempo, and we are roller skating. So I mean, that probably might have to put some Saturday Night Fever stuff on my phone too, I guess, just in case.
Just in case somebody
You need
doesn't.
to get that. You need to find that guy on the Discord Chima channel and see if he can't do you a disco version. A video or something you can have playing.
Oh, yeah. Actually, the other Jesse, the Castle one, was actually he was playing with one of his like music synthesizers, and I said, and he's doing like a sample tune, and I go, oh, and Jesse, just so you know, I need I could use a March of the Ice Bears.
Nice.
Time on your hands. I think the last one I asked for didn't really turn out the way I hoped for. Somebody gave me some samples, but the samples didn't correlate to what I was hoping for. So that's not quite going to be the March of the Ice Bears.
Bummer.
Well, Eric, my old boss, his son was doing some music stuff, so he made something. It's cool. Just didn't quite have enough of the March music in there to really please me for giving it the title of March of the Ice Bears. So how's your trip so far, Ralph? Oh, you stepped away. He stepped away. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see here. Okay, how are the MOCs coming along? Well, as we said, Chef T, Jesse's got one module left on his. Yeah, he's working on his. Yeah,
Filling in fast.
I'm sorting because all my MOCs are not on site. Well, I do have one MOC on site, but I didn't bring enough parts to work on it. And it's I'll leave that one to last. Yeah. Well, I mean, Chop, maybe TJ's got a tent in the backyard you can hang out in for the week. Maybe he'll rent some of the backyard for you. Yeah, well.
So did anyone manage to get a June 1st release or two?
What?
Well, beyond the markets, no. But I went with Our Toy World to the Lego store, and he was able to get a couple things, and then the employees let him put one set on hold, which I think he got today.
I was able to get the giant minifigure set.
Yeah, that's one of the
all I
ones
was
he
able
got.
to get. Everything else I wanted, I could not get. They did offer to put it on hold, but that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, because you're traveling, right? It doesn't really do any good.
Yeah, I was already starting my way back at that point.
Yeah.
They seemed very optimistic about the idea that they would actually have the problem solved. It's kind of like, yeah, no.
Yeah, kind of. I was gonna say. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard all the years I worked there. I don't think that ever happened where they had stuff that you couldn't buy on release day. So, not sure what's happened in the 7 years since I've been there, but
Well, the website didn't break, so something else had to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the website's usually just bogged down. I mean, it doesn't break. It just doesn't work very well. So, but it obviously worked better than the stores.
Yeah, I wasn't up at midnight, so I couldn't tell you how good it was. But
Well, come on. Come on. Look at this guy. Come on. No. Come on, Chop. We need the chop.
Chop.
We need the chop.
It'll be nothing without you.
Well, my mock definitely wouldn't be anything without him. So we need that eagle spire hovering over everything. Reminds me of probably the hunt for some eagles. And I got some Eris because I got that polygag. I was at the Bricks and Minifigs today looking at some of the Chima figs. I think there were some eagles in there. Oh, dropping plates. Dropping plates. Oh! You'll come set up the display. You'll hang out with TJ. You'll have a fun time. You know it. You know you'll have a fun time, Chop. The only mock I really haven't started working on yet is whether or not I will have a boat. If I build a boat, it's going to be a quick one.
What do you need
I
a boat?
almost should make one. I almost should make one that would actually sink. That would be kind of cool. So long as all the electronics are enclosed in a double or triple Ziploc bag type setup,
You mean a boat for the pool race?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it should be interesting this year with as many people as going. I mean, I need to talk to Mark and see if there's a way to maybe almost even stream from in there. I mean, because there's, as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it'd be nice to be able to figure out a way to stream some of that stuff so that, because it gets hot in there. I mean, as busy as it could get this year. I mean, it'll be worse than an oven. Might come in later and find a few of us crispy and fried.
Actually, streaming makes sense. I can't imagine you can put a lot of people around the pool.
It's getting fuller every year. I mean, somebody I could always skip it too, but I don't know if I'll have a boat in time. I might. I moved all that stuff out to storage a while back. I mean, generally it's going to be a paddle boat. I mean, the paddles are pretty easy to. TJ, did you see what Butt Chop said in the chat?
I'm following the first rule.
And there you go. So it is amazing. I think the only thing I've ordered for this mock, other than lights, was the few clear plates, the clear base plates. Everything else is just it's insane. I just keep finding more stuff. Oh, look at that! I got those. Oh, look at that! I got those. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I do have the custom printed tiles that are coming for the sign and the orchestra name plates.
Yeah, one way or another, the Lego can be reused.
Yeah. I might have to. I might have to resort this a little bit. I don't know if I brought enough bins for this.
What I'm thinking of when I'm putting down this mosaic right now for the first time. How will I reuse this later?
How are your fingers?
Oh, they're getting rough.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
This 48 by 48. What is that? Jeez,
It's a lot.
it's a lot of pressing down. Some of them are tile. The tile's easier, of course, but
Just think of how much fun it would be to take it all apart.
no.
A thought you don't want to think about right now?
I don't need to know. Yeah, I'm just putting it together. I don't want it.
Actually, what size?
Still thinking of how well is it gonna hold together to prop it up, have characters, 3 bricks popping out from the mosaic.
No, those are too big. Okay, I need 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Don't wear any disguises in Chicago, Butt Chop. Okay. We'll make sure of that. You want to be able to see him? See him coming? All I can say is it is really nice when your Lego is somewhat sorted, so I can find stuff. That's the key. Definitely isn't. I don't think it's as organized as Jesse and Larry and those guys, but
It's not gray, super detailed, but the stuff that is sorted, I know where it is usually.
Yeah, I've got a rough sort. So like some of my stuff, I've started shifting the rough sort from the big bins to like the stand-up bins. So I've got like the 1x bricks. Like I got all the 1x16 bricks from back in the day when we used to have those on the wall and we had the cases of those. Those have been handy because those I'll put in my mills, especially the 1x16 red, because that mock that I was going to use those for has been dead for at least a decade now. So I probably will not get built since I no longer live in Denver. So.
Do I need a headline, Mayo? I had a headline on London Calling. It just said Ninjago City markets with
Chicago City.
3 exclamation points.
You don't have to.
Still building the city, right?
Yeah. It
We'll
is.
We'll do this.
There's a lot. The city. I'm building the Borg store right now.
It's a comic shop in there, right? It looks kind of like
No, that's in Ninjago City, but yeah. Not in this one, but in a different one.
There's something that looks like a comic store. I don't know if it's that set or.
Yeah, it's Ninjago City. It's
No, there's out of either that set or the new city set. Maybe it's the new city set with that.
it might be the new city set.
The tram ride. There's like a costume shop or a comic shop.
Yeah, I think it might be the new city set. Definitely not this set.
Okay, that's all. Green, gray, over gray. Doesn't make sense. And then I'm going to put a character over this so you won't even see it.
But it'll add perspective, won't it?
Well, yeah, some of the perspective, and I don't. In my mind, it won't feel done unless this is all dotted. And then the characters, yeah, have the perspective leaping off the page, and you can peek under the page, and it still looks like the artwork. And that's why I'm just putting down random patterns because there is no pattern for me to follow. It is behind the character.
Nice.
Makes it go fast, so I don't have to double check my steps. Placement.
Well, since my other mock is going down, I need like 2x10 plates. So I have to figure out how to make this work.
Am I using all these grays? Is this all I have for gray?
What?
I think I'm running out of light bluish gray.
No.
But I have dark bluish gray, and I have a bunch of this dark turquoise. But I want most of them to be these are tiles, and I want most of this to have a studded connection because the character's going to stud onto some of this.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want, like the character to fall off because I try to stud it to a pattern of tile. Dropping some on the floor here too. That's not helping.
I do have some of those. Interesting. There's one light gray.
Okay, that might be the gray.
What's up, Bricklock? Bricklock is over on Twitch.
Oh, hey, Bricklock. Yeah, of course. The week I don't have it open.
I've been over on Twitch recently.
Actually, there's actually somebody I found one week. I was sitting around building, and I stumbled across a DJ from Toronto. I think it's Jenna or something like that, and she's out on Twitch. She was cranking the tunes, and I was like, it helped. Helped me get some stuff done. I think she goes live at like 7:30 on Friday nights. So she does, while we're doing, she's jamming. She's a DJ. I was like, good music. Like more, it seemed like more like a techno type beat to it. But, building Lego, you just need something. Sometimes we talk, but sometimes if you're not talking while you're building, it's nice to have some music. So, figure out how to use tan in that. Okay. I might have to figure out if I can use I might have to. Maybe these I got 114. I don't know if I have 114 band members. Now I might have to redesign my the band because I suddenly found all my clouds. Like, maybe I can have the orchestra members sitting on a cloud. So I have to. And I was gonna do something else, but I couldn't figure out how to do the design for that. I wanted something. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to throw some pop culture and have the part of the bandstand, the back of the bandstand, in the shape of like a clam or a seashell type thing. Let's see if anybody can pick out the movie that would be from. It would have a band in it, so it's going to be an interesting movie. Let's see if we can figure that one out. One of my favorites. I enjoy it. Yeah, Hinkle I know was streaming on Twitch last night. I missed it. I forgot to. How was that for dual watching? Yeah, there you go. Works for me. I just don't have them both open this week. I kind of spaced it out. I was running a little behind. Like I said, I get motivated in storage and I lose my motivation. So I might lay down or something and then I get motivated again. And so, yeah, I do a lot of frantic building before I come home for dinner. And so working on that, trying to finalize securing the clear plates to the edge of the roller rink. So it's pretty awesome. Bricklock. Dual watching. This one isn't even sorted by type of plate because this has got big plates, 2x, 1x, got everything in here. I guess I could since I am kind of sorting. I guess I could. This is kind of, come on, camera, don't be cruel. Sorting. A big bag of brick, big bag of plate. Oh yeah, I gotta email somebody too. How about that?
So earlier in the set, when I was doing the water, when there was a 1x1 space they didn't want to fill with a plant, they decided to use a 1x1 trans light blue plate. But then in this bag, they decided to include trans light blue 1x1 tiles as part of the Borg store display. My question is, why couldn't we have gotten those tiles earlier?
What color?
Trans light blue.
1x1.
They were in this bag, but they weren't in earlier bags, and that doesn't make sense to me. But it's Lego, so I guess it doesn't need to make sense to anyone.
But you needed it early on. It just wasn't in the right bag to use it earlier, or what?
No, I'm just wondering why Lego did it in the first place. Use plates instead of tiles. It's a design complaint.
Trying to figure out what this bag is because it's got a lot of weird stuff in it. Oh, it's as if it's. I don't know where this sucker came from.
And yes, I talk a lot on Twitch, but that's because I'm on my own and I have no one else to talk to.
Yeah, Twitch.
And more specifically, no one else to talk for me.
I guess I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some sorting of sorts here. I guess since I got this bin, I might as well move some of this stuff over here. I don't think I have any of the good bins I normally have for sorting. They're all out in storage. It's always good to see people streaming outside of their norm, a little bit. Obviously, I was doing a little bit of that when I was doing the Commodore stuff, which is still sitting over here. I haven't. Obviously, now we're in Brickworld craziness. So in the end, now it's time to build, and not a lot of time for extracurricular activities.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bricklock. Trying to reach affiliate at the very least.
Kevin actually messaged me. He's thinking he doesn't want to play D&D and concentrate on his Brick World.
Kevin just did that too just now?
Just before the stream. I forgot to mention it.
Wow.
I haven't replied to him.
Well, I mean, it'll be, if nothing else, it'll be a small party. It'll be like
Oh, does Moto have a Twitch channel as well, or was he just on someone else's channel?
He might have one out there. I don't know. He does a lot of stuff out there, and he does a lot of stuff. So I mean, it's possible he's doing some stuff out there too. You never know.
The minifig that Ninjago fans have wanted for almost a decade. Cyrus Borg.
Who is it?
Cyrus Borg.
Mm.
We got him in like an evil tech version, but people wanted a regular version, and now we have him. Which is great.
Cool.
But he can't enter his
He was
own
on
store.
a panel, I guess. He was on a panel.
Yeah.
I think the only, most of the channels I pop on, I pop on Friday Night Bricks. I don't know if Kevin changed it, but Hinkle, but in his, you had to actually be verified or something. And my Friday Night Bricks channel wasn't verified, so I couldn't get onto his channel via the Friday Night Bricks channel. So.
Oh yeah, I had to do that a while back. Verify.
But
Well,
problem is I think there's an issue with part of where my Friday Night Brick email goes to or something, and so there's a catch or something, and it's not working very well. So in the end, I just But the other streams I go on to, I'm always kind of pushing I use the Friday Bricks because there's another one. There's Astro Canuck or something. He's an astronomy guy. I'll jump on his once in a while. He does Lego and astronomy, so he sometimes has some good stuff. I'll jump on and watch. He's got some cool games you can play while you're watching him stream and stuff. So let's see. Imagine Twitch TJ. We got you to 62 followers. Sweet.
Yeah. For Twitch affiliate, you need 50 followers. I think 8 stream hours on seven different days, and I think 3 viewers average. Yeah.
How many followers?
50.
50 followers or 50 subscribers?
50 followers. And then like just a certain amount of watch time.
Yeah.
And you have to stream on 7 different days.
7 different days?
Yeah. In a 1 month period.
Oh.
Yeah. So like the Friday Night Brick streams, if you wanted to do that, count for 4 of the 7 different days. But then there's still 2 days you have to fill in.
Well, yeah, it'd be something.
3 days rather.
Maybe just something where, I mean, in the end, it's just kind of. So, yeah, it's, like anything else, I just, it'd be nice just to kind of, it'd be just nice to gain some, followers for the show. We're in Chicago. I mean, that'd kind of be cool, but that's about it,
Yeah.
In the end, I mean, it's always nice to have people watching, listening, adding some commentary, It's all about.
Keep us on our toes, yeah.
Huh?
Keep us on our toes.
Yeah, that too. Probably should move this out of the way. It's kind of getting in the way there. Now, I'm going to make another bag here because I got some big plates. I got some 4x plates. You have lots and lots and lots of plates. Which, of course, will trigger Ralph is most of it's probably from the days of grab bags. Easier to get people on Twitch. Well, we are streaming. We have been streaming on both from the get-go. I mean, when it went to Friday Night Bricks, it was both. When it was on Hope Castle, it probably was not on Twitch. I think when I created it, I created the Friday Night Bricks. I definitely created a Twitch also, but so we go both. I think Twitch definitely offers a little bit of. You can do. I think you can do some cooler things on there, but in the end, it's like we're here, we enjoy it. I mean, we're not doing a lot of extra stuff, so it really doesn't hurt us. So.
Yeah, I don't know it well enough. I know TJ's out there gambling and stuff on Amber Lia's channel. I don't know how all that stuff works.
Let's see. Looks like I must have been making some blue bricks, 2x10 blue bricks, because I put my plates together to make bricks. I did not put a lot of stuff together when I purchased it. I know that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did put plates, sometimes some of the 4x6s and stuff ended up together. Definitely not with the brown, reddish brown. Try to avoid that. Oh, look at that funky color. It's like a sand red. Not even sure what set that came from. Something from the early 2000s, I would guess. Ralph, did you finish your mock or your set? Did you finish your set yet?
Yep. I have built my first and probably only brickhead. Oh, but I'm a little disappointed. I'm missing a piece.
Oh no.
Is it still in the bag?
So, no, I checked the bags, the box. I've checked my table. It's missing. There's some. It's all right. I have those pieces at home when I get there. So,
One of you're sure one of your Goldens didn't sneak up when you weren't looking and grab a chew toy?
one of my Goldens is watching the world outside because there are some birds just outside the window.
Ooh.
So she will be watching those birds until it's pitch black dark and she cannot see them anymore. And the other one is unconsciously laying on the floor in extreme comfort, going, I don't really care. So they have not moved for quite some time from their various places.
Wow. So they are enjoying themselves, in other words, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, they are fully occupied with their own interests. What I'm doing means nothing to them.
Well, that's good. Then they didn't take any for a chew toy. Then that's good news. That's good.
Yeah.
And you're not playing with tires, so there's no real squishiness to them. So.
No. I'm not happy that I don't have that piece, but it's honestly not worth the effort to request it through Lego's website.
It's a basic part.
Oh yeah, actually,
yeah. Pretty much, it's just a little part, so no big deal. You wouldn't know it's missing unless you knew what the set looked like and you were very detail oriented.
I'll say that's the thing. I actually do have one order still that I have not heard about coming from Lego Pick-a-Brick, which I have a sinking suspicion will not arrive before Chicago, which kind of sucks. The fact of life.
So I did not know you had a Twitch set up for Friday Night Bricks, so I just pulled it up and joined or followed it. So I gave you one more follower.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the end, it was one of those things where it just kind of seemed like it made sense, and it was one of those things where, you know,
people are doing it.
You know, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have it. I mean, there has been nights when I've been, watching it. This isn't one of those weeks, so it's just, this week. I mean, as we go into the Chicago stuff, it's kind of those things where some of it kind of gets missed. I did message the previous owner of Brickworld on Facebook Marketplace, but did not hear back from him. I'm wondering if I actually have another way to contact him to see if he wanted to come in and talk a little bit, but. We're actually at we only have 45 minutes left, so, but 45 minutes before we do some hacking and adventuring. I am happy. I am finding a lot of 1x6 dark purple plates, which is going to be kind of nice. I have to find a use for those. All I'm really trying to do is find the white for the current mock I'm working on. But this other stuff will end up going into the bins, into the 2x bin, into the 1x bins. Part of the rough sort. We'll see if it ends up making any more fine tuned. We'll see. I get some interesting parts here. So, any shows on the horizon, Ralph?
Yes, I will be. While everyone is in Brickworld, I will be at the Castle Rock Car Show.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was Jeremy's baby. Yep, Jeremy had that one.
Yep.
Yep.
That is. It's a really fun show. I get to show off a lot of my Technic stuff. So the cars, trucks, Jeeps, planes, all that neat stuff gets to come out. I know a lot of people will be in Brickworld that weekend, so I don't think we'll have a massive number of lug numbers there, but we'll have a few.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, in the end, it's. I mean, I know it's actually becoming much bigger than it was when I was there, but that's just kind of how it is. I mean, I took people, and they obviously did not get hooked as bad as I did, And I actually talked to Annette, and she actually is not going to make it this year. She's hopefully going to make it one of these years, but she has not made it in the last few years. But she did get me addicted to it. Thanks, Annette. Appreciate it.
I do like that show. It's kind of cool. It's outside. You get to see a lot of real hot rod cars too, so that's a lot of fun.
Well, hopefully one of these years I'll get you to Chicago as part of one of the Chima displays.
Well,
we still got to figure out if we're going to make it to Omaha next year. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to take a break. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know about Omaha because with them changing it to March, I have a bit of a problem with state testing at our school. That's now going to be 100% my problem. So it really will depend on the calendar, and that could be kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it doesn't have to be an every year type thing either. So, I mean, in the end, I think I overdid it this year. I probably did too many shows anyways. So, well, I really shouldn't have done the Reno and everything else, but better I should have gambled more in Reno, made more money.
Well, did I hear that you actually won some money while you were there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I played. Actually, my favorite game I played and made some videos. Mask Entertainment or Mask Gaming in Denver. Actually, they're down in the Tech Center. They have not put the game that I like into their PC slot games yet, which kind of sucks. But I did play the Texas T. Which is they actually added a cool bonus round to that one, where you can actually win some instant prizes, that kind of stuff, which is cool. But still, just pumping oil is always good. And it's always nice if you can. It's always nice if you can get lots and lots of connected derricks. So I actually had 8 connected derricks in one of the last ones I played, and in that, you put a derrick somewhere in the state of Texas, and with 8 derricks. There's only 10 places to put it. I hit all the big parts of Texas. So I think I won $30 in one section, 15 in another, and 10 in another. And then the other ones were just small ones. But penny slot, I think that one I maybe bet $1. Otherwise, I usually bet like 50 cents. It's like a $50, $1.52 or $2.50. So, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can show this stuff or not. I don't know. Are casino games copyrighted, trademarked, or anything? I guess the sucker's so freaking old. This guy's actually, we'll do this one. This is the best one, anyways. So let's see here.
Well, this is a interesting turn of events. I am the only person on the spreadsheet for the Castle Rock show.
You're the only. Well. I can't believe that's true. That's crazy.
No, I just pulled it up. I am the only one on there.
Everybody's going to Chicago.
Well, I mean, it's a DENLUG show, but there should be members from DENLUG that aren't going. So.
Yeah, I know Larry was pushing Chicago for all the DENLUGgers.
Yeah, but we have 120 members, and there's only about 24 going to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So
in the end, it's one of those things where is everybody else?
yeah, I'm not going to show up if it ends up just being me. I got that's myself and Shannon were the only ones that showed up for the library show last month. I'm not driving an hour and 30 minutes out of my way to be the only person there.
That would be something. I mean, is there a meeting before? I mean, obviously Chicago's only a couple of weeks away, so.
Well, it's I don't remember. I think there's a meeting. Yeah, there's a meeting the weekend before. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, hopefully someone's gonna push it, because you're right. I mean, in the end, I mean, because that's what determines who's going, right? Is the spreadsheet.
Yeah, the spreadsheet has to be done because that's how we track our attendance and how we do our report, so that our ambassador can send that information to Lego saying, "Hey, this event meets our support requirements." So we have a meeting June 10th, but I'm not going to get to that meeting.
Well, and Larry's not here tonight. I don't know. I guess I would just kind of do more posting and band. Kind of just do the do the old patented frantic thing like Reed used to do for like the Master Build events. Say, guys, we got it. I said, who's coming? Is anybody coming? Okay, I'm hoping to be part of the show.
Well, I just actually did that without putting the panic in there. So, and we just had a big conversation this past week about the fact that it had the old spreadsheet link for last year, and there was not. So we updated that this past week, and I don't see any updates to it.
Maybe you need to post something in the band chat or something, because you guys are still using band, right?
Yeah, hopefully not for much longer.
Yeah, we moved to the Discord for us.
I am on the committee for finding a better system. So, well, I posted the message. We'll just see what comes out of it.
I guess you just kind of I guess the way I posted is like just so you guys know. I mean, it's a long drive for me. So I mean, if the spreadsheet doesn't show enough participation, I will have to bow out, and that's just basically what you have to say. Just
pretty much what I will post after a couple of days, because the library show I consider mine, so I will go to it even if no one else shows up. But that's in my backyard.
Who took over who took over the Castle Rock show? Because that was Jeremy's, and he's now in California, correct?
Yeah, he's long since moved away. I thought it was Eric, but let me roll back and see.
Eric Lind, is he the one? He's the one with the yellow castle, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of always it's always the dilemma with shows. You're trying to make sure that.
Yeah, Eric's in charge of. He's not even on a spreadsheet.
That's not good.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, sure, when Jeremy left, I'm sure it was kind of those things where I'm sure it wasn't pushed on somebody. Somebody said, "Oh, yeah, I'll do it." I'm hoping. shouldn't have a gun to your head being forced to say, I will, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the way it works these days. It's kind of.
Well, I already have 2 shows. I am assisting with the Colorado Springs Comic-Con show, and I'm doing the STEM ones for Library 21C. So I'm not taking another one on. That's there's plenty of people who do that stuff.
And you shouldn't have to. I mean, if that's kind of. I mean, I had a few shows, but all the shows I had were the ones I found, and I had the hobby, the train, and then the I think I had the Parker Oktoberfest back in the day. That was how we set it up. If you find it, it's yours. You can organize it and do what you need to do, and it always made sense back in the day. Okay. I'm finding lots of good stuff to build with. This is going to be fun. This is going to be good. I have one more bag. No, like that. Oh.
Well, I'm done with that for tonight.
Woo! Look at that! Look at that! Oh yeah.
Not much to look at. It's just a rock pattern.
I don't know. I almost see a couple eyes and a nose in there. If you look at it just right.
Yeah.
It sort of looks like some kind of winter camouflage for like a tank or something.
Yeah. It's just background, and then it gets covered up with a character. So
it can look whatever it looks like. It just won't. We won't see that later on.
you don't really see much of it. You'll see in between the characters' legs and arms and stuff. So there has to be stuff behind there.
Well, if you want, you can get out, Jesse, and start prepping. If you want, send messages, figure out who's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready, and then I'll step out and take a break.
We will be fine and dandy. So this is kind of the next thing I'm working on, Ralph. The goal is to take the igloo. White plate.
White bricks.
White plates, yeah. So this would be a Mills sitting on the edge of the table.
That looks too high.
Huh?
Is that 2 bricks high?
Yeah. And then this thing would sit off the front of the table like this. And there's stairs actually going down. It'll actually go down the front of the table. So down to the floor. And then
give it some depth.
Yeah. And down the front of the display. So I mean, all you see is just a skirt usually. Hopefully this would be in front. I mean, we'll see if I can get it done. I mean, we'll see how well it goes. It's kind of started, and that's why I was gathering all those 2x10s, because the 2x10s would be the path going down. So it can, go down into the abyss, So because the ice bears will find something down here.
Like gold or cheese.
No, they'll actually find
or
something else with legs. A certain tribe that technically has just kind of come out of nowhere. So,
okay.
That should be a hint. Should have given it away. But that's the other mock I'm working on. Well, and like I said, I mean, now that I found the clouds, I mean, I might try to put all the orchestra on these guys. So, because I actually brought a lot of them with me. Because in the end, I need to get more musicians. But let's see, I got trumpet players and stuff. And I could maybe try. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do all the motion I was thinking I was talking about, but could have some of the trumpet guys actually. Up playing on a cloud, maybe elevate it, so.
All right. Well, I've got to call it a night.
Night, TJ.
Bye, everybody.
See you,
Is it
TJ.
a
See ya.
end broadcast?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Might as
We
well.
got D&D later tonight. I guess that's the good thing. We got something afterwards. So if it ends, it ends. Hey. Just means there's a bigger delay between, you know, the show and what's next. So we'll see. Kind of fun stuff. So like I said, I mean, I guess I waited too long because now it's uncomfortable to build. Have to probably
Well, I
put some
finished that. I need to do something else now. Hey, Denmark's here.
Yeah, he is. He was talking about the slot machine being copyrighted and trademarked and all that good stuff. So
Hey, Mark.
it's a pretty good one. I like it. I go hunting for it. Actually, the last night I kind of gambled. I actually spent $20 and I was able to sit on it for 2.5 hours. So it's I got lots of videos. I got to put the videos. I actually should see if I can do that, I guess. If they're trademarked and stuff, if I can. Well, people are doing it too. It's funny because somebody on YouTube did a video of it. And what's funny is the best part about the whole game is the announcer yapping and talking about the bears, ironically, the bears that are, fishing. They're trying to get fish. And, of course, the guy doing the video is like, oh, look at, and they're still talking. I'm like, dude, you're talking over the best part of the whole freaking machine. I mean, you're obviously playing the wrong slot machine in this casino, sir. And while I was playing, some lady was like, is he still telling a story? And she's like 15 feet away. I'm like, yeah, he's still telling it. Yeah. It's pretty good. I like it. I wish Mask would put it on computer because then I could play it even more. But it's an IGT game. Wild Bear Salmon Run. I mean, I did find it in Reno. If I go to Vegas next year, hopefully I'll find it there. Hopefully I'll make money on the lanes too. So, I mean, I think I didn't bowl great, but I bowled good enough, I think, because I'm in a lower division. Because my average at Nationals is like 40 pins lower than what it is in leagues and stuff, because it is a much, much harder shot. So, but it was fun.
Well, I came up with something to add to my Crocagator swamp area.
Oh man, more stuff.
Yeah, more stuff. I decided it needed some color.
No, green isn't enough color.
No, I was looking at this set.
Oh, you're looking at some new wildlife, huh?
Yeah. And I realized that this wildlife is like perfect for jungle swamps.
It
So-
is. Well, like I said, I still need to work on a bear or something. I'm not going to have anything for Chicago this year. I was even going to have those mechs that I was talking to that one guy about on Reddit, but I won't even have those this year because I didn't place an order for any parts for those. So,
Well, I acquired one of these to play with. And then there are two more sets very similar to it. They just have one creature in it. So I bought one of each of those while out and about out this way.
yeah, I should look at some of that stuff and see if any of that wildlife can be, like the animals, can be tweaked to
Well, they're
tweaked and modified to be more of a bear or something, you know.
Well, I figure the colors are perfect, and it's a bit of a swampish biome type thing anyways. So I got one of each of the three sets. I'll build them and see how they work out. And I don't know if the crocs are actually going to ride them or they're just going to be part of the flora and fauna.
Or maybe up in a couple trees or something, just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
chilling. Maybe a stopover on their way to wherever they're headed to.
I mean, they could even be in the trees somewhere. Just something to you know,
Other
change
people
the overall look.
Oh, trust me, Denmark. The slot machine, you know, in terms of the machine, it's all you see is just the screen. My camera is held right up above the bonus screen, so you don't see anybody else in the casino or nothing. I mean, that's all I want. I don't want the other people in the casino. Not to mention, it's loud enough with music and all that crap in the background. So, which hopefully is you can't hear that. The announcer hopefully is loud enough. So, one more follower. Sweet. I'll take a look at it at some point. Like I said, it's not a super duper priority. You know, it's just another channel. You know, another way to. I mean, the other reason is kind of too is, you know, sometimes. Well, Hinkle used to stream on Friday nights on Twitch, and so I think what it was he was going before us, or he was in the morning for a while, and then he was going before us on Friday night. So I figured it always made sense to kind of be, you know, on Twitch. You know, I mean, because he could just come over. I mean, he's been busy doing whatever he's doing. You know, still kind of missing a sketch of me and my facial hair, but you know, but yeah, he's been doing some stuff lately too. It sounds like maybe something happened with the one job he had, so that might be no more. And so yeah, so let me put those in here. Let's see here. And then I need this. Actually, I was looking for these guys. I need to find a couple more of these white round 2x2s. I'm gonna have to see what those were in. I'm gonna have to hunt for some more of those. Actually, you know what? I'll just throw these all in here. Okay, so that's 2x white. Where's my 4x white bag? Oh, I found some 2x6 white tiles. Those are kind of cool. So I got some sorting done. At least got the white I needed. Well, what's funny is I know I got 4x6 white plates because when I put the mills together for the first big Hope Castle, I bought 1,400 4x6 white plates. So I definitely know I got enough of that size. I don't know where I got these. These must have been part of this must have been part. Actually, I probably need to message the one guy. Somebody out on Facebook had like the 2x. It's either the 2x6 or the 2x4 tiles, and then he had some shelves. Why should you have not booked a hotel? You can always. What's going on, Chop? What's going on? MJ isn't going. What? Let's see if there's anybody else to room with. Seeking roommate. Well, look. I know you're not a big fan of the Discord, but maybe put something out there in the Brickworld general chat. Someone else was doing that a couple weeks ago. Maybe just see. Either. Oh, it's non-refundable. What? How can somebody not? How can they can't not refund a room? You're not even there yet.
Well, that sucks.
I message on Discord. Go over to the Discord and post something. I know you're not a big fan, but that's gonna be the new wave of what's going on. Well, you're booked, but yeah, but I mean, most hotels you can generally still cancel up to like because usually what happens with like Chicago for like the Renaissance, I always have a room. This year I'm using it, but last year I didn't, and I canceled it like a couple days before or whatever. So. Well, I would say if nothing else, see who's going out there. See if there's anybody else. You could always post something in Discord before you cancel, just to make sure. And just see. I mean, there's a lot of people going. I mean, there's always that chance somebody's still looking for a roommate. Somebody needs, somebody might still be whatever. So, I know my room's full. So.
Yeah, don't give up because you might be able to find someone who'll buy the room from you.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, there might be more people. That's why Discord. I mean, hopefully going forward, hopefully Mark will discuss that. You know, maybe during opening or closing ceremonies, that's the way to communicate for that reason. And that's kind of why I was when they first went there. That was the thing. I said, well, hopefully we've got some sort of a channel within the Discord for that exact reason, for looking for people. Well, probably sleep in your car for all, you know, if you need that. But you know, I would say definitely, you know, don't despair quite yet. Still a couple weeks out. I'd post on the Discord and see what happens. I mean, that's going to be the way. I mean, that's the way for hopefully everything going forward. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'll have to see if I can do this with the clouds. Gives me an idea though, because I think I definitely don't, as of right now, I don't think I have 114 orchestra members yet. I might add a few more. I know I had instruments. I don't know where they all went. They must be all out in storage. We need to figure out some good designs. So, Ralph, you can think of any ways to create a clarinet. Tuba would be cool. I might have to talk to Tanya again and see if she has been playing. She's been busy with work, but see if she'd ever play with her 3D printer and make something kind of a minifig scale instrument or something. Would be kind of cool. Definitely pay for something like that.
I had something in my OneNote once for some ideas. Let me see what I've got.
Well, I've seen a few. I know Denmark posted something. He might have posted the trombone, the other one that was out there. I kind of like this one. And with 3D printing, I mean, definitely opens up the thing if you're technically savvy with that kind of stuff. I, however, am not at this point. The room unit type and rate selected are not. Should you change or cancel for any reason, your payment will not be refunded. Well, then I would say it is best is I would definitely go out to Discord and post something in the Brickworld Discord. You should be connected, I hope. If not, I can send an invite. But definitely go out there and post something in there. I think there was a general chat or something out there. But somebody else posted. Somebody else. I thought somebody from up in your area that was going to Chicago actually was posted something a month or a couple weeks ago about that they were looking for somebody to room with too. That, or maybe even talk to Scott and see if he has any recommendations of anybody else from Fox Love gets going that the room. He's a roommate.
All right, we'll see you guys over at the other channel.
Okay, yeah, we'll be over there pretty close to 9 o'clock. You know, might end it early, so
take your time. It's going to be a small group. We're going to have to finagle some little side adventure.
Okay, we're going to town or something, I guess. Yeah,
it's all good.
See if there's any buried treasure under town. Okay, so yeah, go in there. Let's see here. General text. Where did they post that? Yeah, I'm trying to think. Not general. Probably in the random chat. Just put something maybe in the random. Just say, hey, well, random. Where is that? Somebody put something in there a while back. Oh, that or in the general brick world, like with the little chat icons, just create a new thing and just say looking for roommates. So yeah, I mean that's kind of thing with me right now too. So I mean I definitely put something out there and see. But yeah, so definitely like in the general brick world, there just create a topic. because someone else had one up there. Update, room found, need a place to lay my head. So somebody else secured a room. Kate Ullman from FoxLug, she was looking for a room chop, and she got one. Now, Grant, I don't know if she got one that was, if she found a roommate or what. So I mean, you could always, but definitely, you're not in that server, really? You're not in the Brickworld server? Let's see here. That, or if nothing else, talk to Scott. Maybe the one I talked to up in FoxLug. Maybe post something in the FoxLug chat. Oh, I can't get out of that. Why can't I not get out of that? Okay, there we go. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, if nothing else, I'll have to see.
Reed, I dropped you a link to a flute you might want to try to put in your orchestra.
Oh, okay.
It's in the chat there before it scrolls too far.
See if that takes you anywhere. I threw one on Discord. See if that takes you anywhere. I don't know if that's. I grab something from like just the. You put the link where? You put it in private chat. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, if nothing else, Gaming Wag, see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. If not, nothing else. I'm trying to think. Well, if nothing else, search out Mark on Facebook. If you have Facebook, Chop. That's fine. Just I'd say if nothing else, talk to the people in FoxLug. See if anybody else knows. Otherwise, we'll figure out something. Well, the flute actually exists. So the flute actually does exist. That actually they have that from like the
Yeah, but that's just a brown stick. Thought you might like. Take a look at the link. You might actually like that.
yeah.
I figured I was trying to find something to expand. And then this is a base. I take a look at that one. It's in private chat too. I'll give you some color at least.
Yeah, actually, that's what I ordered from Lego because it became available. It became available from Lego.com in the Pick-a-Brick, and I that's kind of nice. And so I ordered it, but do you think it'll get here in time? Probably not. I ordered it the day it came out. Or the day it came out. Well, Bricklink had them for like $14. I'm like, I'm not paying $14 for a base. Lego had them for like $3 or $4. And then, of course, I call customer service because, in the old days you could call and, and say, I mean, I could go to, obviously we're live. I mean, I could go to Lego.com and say I lost it out of the set I don't own, but that's like hypocritical, bad, wrong. But in the old days, you'd used to be able to like say, well, I got something special. Is there any way I could just, you know what they say? They say, check with the Lego store. Well, after what you guys told me about what happened on launch day, you think I'm going to go to a Lego store and see if they've got a damaged jazz club with a bass sitting somewhere? That's like 1 in a billion shot. I mean, easily 1 in a billion. We never had that stuff when I worked at Lego. It went in the damage bin and that was it. You never saw it again. We didn't pull stuff out for people. And then, but in the end, all they said at corporate was, well, there's the Pick-a-Brick or you could call a store. I was like, okay. I mean, they said the same stuff I emailed, got that same bogus crap, called and got the same bogus crap. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds like the Lego that has now the new Lego. I mean, unless you lose it or you break it, customer service isn't anything special for Lego. So, I mean, it's, it's special, but only if you lose it or break it. I mean, they're not going to bend over backwards to help you do something really exciting. They're just going to be like, yeah, you just got to wait. So hopefully the U.S. factory coming sometime, I think next year, the year after, hopefully that will fix all the problems in the U.S. in terms of parts. So hopefully they'll be manufacturing parts there also to help maybe alleviate that huge delay in Pick-a-Brick coming out of Europe. I would hope. Hey, Brick and Force, you're welcome.
From what I've seen from Lego as of late, that internally they can't manage any form of software that they have, be it the games they put out or their changeover to this new POS system. And I don't understand how they can justify internally that it's acceptable that you have to wait anywhere from 45 to 60 days to get parts pulled and then shipped. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's like, I mean, how do you go to any shows independent? I mean, Europe, it's probably just like the they have the quick movers or something. You get that in a couple of days. It's like, well, how do you decide what's like a quick one? And better yet, where are those? Is that something that's just sitting in a warehouse in Dallas somewhere that they just happen to just ship a bunch of stuff? Well, this stuff should be your fast mover. I'll tell you right now, I don't think there's anybody in corporate other than the model designers, set designers, that I would trust to decide what would be a quick mover or not, because I don't think anybody understands the brick. They got rid of all those people in this purge of 2017.
They're just going to end up ticking off every AFOL that's out there because they're not going to be able to get what they need for a show. I mean, they don't want to be thinking 6 months ahead on an order. They want to be thinking a month or two. They got to think 3 months before they're going to get it. That means they still have to plan for building. That means they got a 4th month or 5th month. And now you're up to potentially a half a year to get your part, build what you're going to build, and put it in a show. No, nobody's building that way.
Well, I mean, they plan, but in the end, I mean, but the thing is, though, just what happens if things change? I mean, perfect example is the base. wasn't available when I started planning this 6 months ago. It became
Correct.
available a couple weeks ago. So in the end, when somebody said, "Hey, they put new parts out," I put it right, the order in, and it'll be 28 business days. I'm like, 28 business days?
Yeah, but what they don't tell you is that could be longer for shipping still. It can take them 28 business days to pull it, and then you still got another 4 or 5 days to a week before it's going to show up.
Yeah. In the end, it's kind of those things where, that's true, but like what Mark said, but that's fine. But what person at Lego corporate is deciding what is a best seller? Is it just the most common part that they have 16 billion of, and that's going to be a bestseller? That could be it, but in the end, it probably isn't. I had a couple on my list of bestsellers, but in the end, that's not really what I wanted. So in the end, I took all those off. I want this one part, and I want it for this show. Just perfect example. I ordered the roller skates, and they showed up a week after Omaha. So probably the bases will show up a week after Chicago. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I guess they're going on Bricklink for $12 a pop.
They got to figure this out, because it's just stupid. It really is.
In the end, they're going to have people like me, who's an ex-employee, and we're going to rant, because we're going to be like, we were in there. And you had people at corporate that were absolutely phenomenal at Pick-a-Brick, and you got rid of them. You made their job too difficult, and you ended up getting rid of them. That's the thing, that the purge of 2017 got rid of probably most of the people at the Lego retail division at corporate in Enfield that really knew their shit. Really knew their stuff. Because they probably don't pay them that much. Who knows?
I think they've lost touch with some.
I want it now. Huh?
I think they lost touch with some reality, because they're building these massive things and displays that they tour around the country, and they're forgetting that if you don't put bricks in the hands of the people that are going to build stuff, you're not pushing your product.
Well, and they claim they're doing they're targeting a lot of these big sets towards adult fans. You're picking adult fans that aren't the adult fans that show at all these conventions. You're picking the ones that just casually do Lego, one of the diehards. And in the end, us diehards, when we're building these big MOCs or good sized MOCs, which, like I said, I downsized, cut mine in half for Chicago. And Chop and I laughed. He's like, "What were you expecting us to have?" I'm like, probably a lot of stuff that you and I didn't have, a lot of parade grounds, a lot of troops, a lot of stuff like that. In the end, we cut it in half to make more space for the show. The call went out. We need space. So I cut it in half. It'll still look good. It'll still look awesome. I hate brick bunnies. But in the end, like I said, it could even look better. And like I said, that's why I'm trying to find, non-Lego instruments, because their shit's going to take forever to get here. So I need replacements for the stuff that I can't get fast enough. And that's, like I said, I'm really hoping this new plant in the U.S. will will help alleviate some of that. I'm hoping. You never know. It could be.
You don't know.
So, yep. So this was a Chicago hype stream. We didn't have anybody, we didn't have Mark or Brian on this week. Talked a little bit. I'd say just, anybody. The art sale sold out in 6 or 7 minutes. It was crazy. Even at $5 a half table, it sold fast. I did get a spot. I had an email out saying, "Hey, as coordinator, do I need to buy a spot?" Kind of sound like they still kind of want me to buy a spot. So luckily I had already bought a spot. But yeah, it did. And they were advertising it. They did advertise the activity stuff. So people who were kind of, have been kind of upset about it. It's like, hey, they did advertise it. It's just as you get closer and closer to Chicago, you need to be watching that website. I missed the last day to order merchandise and stuff. So in the end, it's like, we all do it. We all miss stuff. But in the end, you can't blame them. They advertise it. They put it on the Facebook. They put it out there. You just got to be watching it. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes in life. You just got to kind of watch. If you're going to these big shows, watch their deadlines, their frequently asked questions, deadlines, dates, all that stuff. So, yeah. Well, in the end, we don't display sets. We display MOCs. If you're a true builder, you're displaying a MOC, not a set. So, anybody can build a set and display it. So,
yeah, but there's a lot of times you build your MOCs around the set.
Well, Brick Bunnies. Well, I mean, hey, I mean, oh, registered got hotel. Chop was just looking for a hotel, a roomie. So you know, so yeah. And today, show is over, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. D&D is tonight. We're gonna be a small group tonight, and that the link to that is in the description on Jesse's Brick Galaxies channel. And so, oh, cool. Chima Polybags, yeah. Bring them to Brickworld. We can deal. Okay, guys. I'm gonna end it. Come talk over in the D&D.
Thank you.